Hello everybody. In the last class we had done this block in isometric projection. Now what I have done in this is I have told you that this was the top view, front view and side views. Likewise I have colored the sections in which side view is given all green color. See here I have painted this green. In front view all this is in red color and in top view the blue color. So here behind this another green color I have just painted, so that shows that this part is hidden to this. So how you're going to show, and even in plan we are going to take this part as hidden to the plan what we are going to draw. Let's see how we are going to draw this in first angle projection. Okay, so for that first what you are going to do is you have to draw this grid lines. This is equidistance from each other. Whatever you take the measurements, all the lines should be equidistant to each other. Now in first angle projection always we have got front view on the top and top view in the bottom. This is the rule for first angle projection. Now if the side view is in the right hand, so as in this case this is in the right hand side, the side view will be coming in the left hand of the front view. So this is the pattern what we are going to draw, or we have to place the views in first angle projection. One thing you have to be sure that if it is in side view is in the right hand, it should be drawn to the left hand side of the front view. Okay, so this what is I have written here, same thing I am going to write it here, because afterwards there should not be any confusion when we are going to draw. So just I have simply marked these three places. Now let us draw the front view. In front view, from here till here it is 70 and height is 60 plus 30, that is 90. So we are going to draw 70, 70 and the height is how much? It is 90, 60 and 30. 60 and 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 1, 2, 3. This is 30. So we have marked the height and the width of the front view. Okay. Now what we are going to do is just complete the block. Just we have to make it a rectangle. So move like this and from here just mark like this, and again this point. Just move it on like this and just draw a line over here. Now again on 60 there is a line like this, okay, and this is going to sit up above this line. So I have marked 60 over here. Again I can show you this. See here, from here till here it is 60. So again I'll take this reference line. I will take this reference line and move it up like this, and we are going to draw a line over here. On this we have to mark 10 mm and 10 mm. So now what we are going to do is just this and this, just light line you have to draw. Afterwards we can erase which is not required. The lines which are not required we just can erase it. Again here, from here 10 mm and from here 10 mm. Okay, so likewise we are going to draw it here. Just move it like this, and again from here we are going to move it like this. Okay, now see here, this square is visible over here. Okay, now from here it is 20 for this smaller block or smaller square. from here it is 20, and again from here it is 20, because here they have given 20, then it will be 30. 30 plus 20 is how much? 50. The total length here is 70. So again here we have to leave a gap of 20 mm. Now here this is 20, and here this is 20. Now what we are going to do is just join this to the top here. Just join this to the top, and now we are going to darken the lines which are required. That is the object lines, which is visible edges of the block. So just whichever line you can see as painted as red over here, only that particular drawing should be coming here. And one thing you should be sure that whatever line you are drawing, the same thickness or the same darkness should be continued to the complete figure. If you are going to make one line darker and one line lighter, that means that one is an object line and one is a construction line. So there you will not be having any perfect drawing will be coming out. So every line should be as perfect as possible, and as same as possible. So our front view is complete. See in the figure you can see here, all the red part what we can see, same thing we have drawn for the view over here. Okay, next come to the side view. For side view we are going to draw this and we are going to draw this. Okay, so just whatever markings we have done over here, just move it to the carry forward to the side view. Okay, now I'll keep this as the reference. Now here see, just I am taking one line, moving up and taking another line, okay, then moving up and taking one more just to the top and taking one more line from here. So height is 90, width is 50. So 90 we had marked here already, so from there only I have taken all the reference lines is from here. Now here 50 I have to mark, so here just hold it like this, and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and draw a vertical line. When I am drawing a vertical lines, I am taking reference from the grid lines what I have drawn earlier. Okay, so you people also have to do the same thing so that your drawing will be good and compatible. Okay, just rubbing it off the SV what for reference purpose I have taken, so I am doing it. See here. Now what we have to do is this part, that is 60 and 50 we have to make it first. Okay, so this is the 60 point here. See, from here I have taken the line from here, so this is the 60 point. Just I'll make it dark. Okay, till down, and again from here this way. Okay, and this. Okay, now what is the distance? From here it is 10 and again it is 30, so this will be 40. From here it will be again 10. So from here this part I have already drawn. Okay, this part I have already drawn. From here it is 10 and here it is 10, so I will mark 10 and 10. From here it is 10 and from here it is 10, and move it and join it towards the last line, that is the top one. Just draw it like this. Okay, and the final line over here. Okay, now in this I have told you that here again I have drawn a green. This will be the hidden part for this particular figure. Now this and this is what we have drawn here. Okay, now the lines from where I have taken the 10 mm extension lines I have taken, there we are going to draw the dotted line. So it's so easy to draw the dotted line when you are going to take the reference from the first view what we have drawn. Always select a view which will have maximum number of dimensions, either side view or the front view. So maximum dimensions in which view they have given, just draw that first. So it will be easy for you to mark the other views. So this is the side view, and side view is completed. Now come to the plan. Before coming to the plan, what you have to do is just join these 2 points, this point and this point, and extend the line. Extend the line like this. Okay. Now what we are going to do, just move this point over here and we get a point here. Okay, just you can draw a light line. Okay, then take the reference, and move down. This is reference is very important. If you are not going to take the reference properly, your measurements will not come perfectly. Okay, so this, what is this, 50 has come over here. Okay, now this one, this I have to bring it here. So just see here, what I am doing is I am just making a straight line. So this what we have drawn is 70 and this what we have drawn is 50. Okay, now I am taking this measurement over here. Okay, then again this measurement, or else you can just mark 20 mm and 20 mm and draw 2 lines. Okay, here we have to take 10 mm and from here we have to take 10 mm and draw lines over here. Okay, and now we are going to erase the excess lines. Just erase the excess line. So in the plan we are going to see the square and again a rectangle. So see here, a square is in the middle and we are going to dark or bold the perimeter of the rectangle. See here. Okay, now this is what is your plan. Now again there is a dotted line from here, that is in this figure, this is, there is a cavity from the front view. So these part, that is 10 mm here and 10 mm here, there will be a dotted line from here. Here there will be a dotted line. So just hold it like this and write a, see here I am taking 10 mm from this part and drawing a dotted line here. Okay, and again from here I am drawing a dotted line over. When you are giving the dimensions, you should be careful that you have to give the dimension here, 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 here and here. Avoid giving the dimensions in the middle as far as possible. If it is, there is no chance that anyhow you are going to give the dimension in between, that's why we have given a space of so much, that is around 12 mm gap we have given here, so that if any dimensions are going to come here, then we can easily write, because the dimension what we are going to write is 0.8 away from the object line. So we have to get the area for writing the dimension. So as far as possible, give the dimension to these areas, and always try to write the total length, breadth and height of the figure, so that it will be easy for anyone to understand the drawing what you have drawn. Don't give any dimensions inside the block. Inside the block or inside the view, no dimension has to be given. All the dimensions whatever you are going to draw should be outside the view what you are going to draw. If you give it inside, it's not proper way of giving dimensioning. So this is 20, this is 30 and this is 20. So rub the lines till the arrowheads. You should be rubbing the extension line till the arrowheads. Now this is the complete dimension we are giving, which is 70, which is 70. Now what is this dimension? This is 50. This is here. There are two dimensions we can give here. One is 60, one is 60 and one is 30. And again give the total height. Total height you have to give. So total height was how much? 60 plus 30 is 90. So here you're going to get 90. Okay, now you can place 10 mm over here. That is this dimension. I'm showing it over here. I'm not going to show it over here. Okay, so just draw a parallel line. Okay, then ten. So this total height is 60. So this will be 40. Okay, 40. This 30, this dimension I have given here already. So if you want, you can give it here, or else this 30 will be giving the dimension for this part. And right here, the 60 is being given here, so no need of writing, or even if you want to write, you can just add it. But one thing you should be careful is, you have to write the length, the breadth and the height of the objects. Here this length, this one, and the total height you have to give, and give almost all the dimensions. Here 20 is here it is 20, 10 is here, I have given it here. Okay, so 60 is here, 60 I have given, 30 is here, even 30 I have given. So this is what you are going to. 50 is here, even you can give it here, or else you can give it here, and you can give it even here. Okay, so all the parallel dimension, whatever you're going to take into reference are same. Here I have given 20, that means here even it is 20 here. So that is the same thing what you're going to take. This much is simple dimensioning. In simple dimensioning you can complete the thing. Even you can give here 30, here 30 you can give, even 20 and 20 you can give it here. Likewise, according to your availability of place. Okay, now this is the symbol what we are going to draw for first angle projection. Okay, then scale. Here what I have done is, if it is 20, I have taken it as 20. If it is 30, I've taken it as 30. So whatever the dimensions is given in this block, same dimensions I have taken in for the drawing. So the scale here will be 1:1. Okay, if the scale here what you have taken is half of it, then it will be 1:2. In this particular drawing, it is 1:1. So for today, for this video, this is enough. Okay, thank you. Take care.